Welcome to the first installment of the Bad Girl's Guide to Being a Film Producer. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Jordan Elizabeth Gelber. I am the CEO and founder of Star Baby Enterprises, as well as an actress based here in New York City. I'm actually out in Brooklyn, chilling in my Brooklyn apartment today because it is cold outside. Want to look cute, so I'm rocking this cool dress thing that you can't see. It's okay, don't worry about it. All right, so step one, when you're talking about a project, so ideally you have more than one film producer in a project. Your film producer can be a line producer, which pretty much is like structuring the whole thing, helping with the budget, making sure that day of, like, you know the deliveries, you know this, you know where the investments are coming in, you're making the phone calls, you're like literally, I'm just gonna use the term of a line because it's line producer, but like literally you are making sure everything is like boom, like super easy. I know it's a really bad explanation. Maybe I'll put the definition of what a line producer is here. But there are so many different kinds of producers on a film set. You have your executive producer, associate producer, regular producers. If you want, I'll do another video about it. You can always Google it. But in terms of being a producer, if you have your own project, you become a producer. You are identified, like you're the producer of your own project. So how do you get started? When creating a project or a story, you need to clearly identify not only like who you are and what the story's about, but also clearly establish who you're talking to. Like I know people that are like, I thought this idea was awesome and I wanted to just make it and this is the project. That's cool, but there's no anchor points. You need to establish like, who's your demographic? Who do you expect to watch this? What are the kind of people that you're expecting to connect to? If you're doing reality shows, or even if you're doing something like, I have a lot of people I work with that are motivational speakers. If you're creating a video series, like who's your ideal client? That's a wonderful question. Like who's your ideal client? Realistically, if a film production is its own little business entity, who are the clients you expect to come in through the door? So who are the people that you're expecting to connect to? Even if it's from a heartstring level, like I'm not trying to make it all business, but it's show business for a reason. What's great about establishing these elements is that the more specific that you are, the more you'll be able to be unique in your field. I went to LA Web Fest a few years ago and it was an amazing experience, and the creator Michael Jackway, may he rest in peace. Michael Jackway was a writer and he was very successful with his his web series fest, LA Web Fest. It was a very writer-driven festival. So the purpose of it was to invite a lot of networks to come in to hear people write, and then the goal from a lot of the people that I met there were that they wanted to get writers' jobs on major network shows, and many of them had gotten them, which was very cool, or their shows were picked up and maybe modified a different way for all these new OTT platforms. That's why web series are so popular. I will do another video on OTT and web series because I know I'm probably getting a lot of questions about that. So if you have that question, comment below. That's what the stuff down there is for. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. What is great though that I learned, someone said, if you're writing a project, if you're creating a project, please don't, like, do what you know, but like they don't need another story about a girl who travels to LA to fulfill her dreams of being a performer. Like that is so broad and so cliche, unfortunately, that you can make things more exciting. Like you don't need to do what everyone else is doing and say, I could do it better. You can do it better, and the way to do it better is be more specific. So the more specific that you are, not only will you connect to the right audience, but it's also really great for investors because, and I'll go to the investor point in a little bit, but I work with a lot of sponsorships. I love working with brands. My background's in advertising and marketing. So I always thought I would be an advertising executive if being an actor didn't work out. I'm now a film producer. Didn't go to film school. I think just the point I'm gonna make is know who you're talking to, establish who you are, establish what the story's about, and be as specific as possible. Boom. Okay. Hope that made sense for y'all.